Welcome back to the stupidest podcast. It's me, your favorite host, Justin Vandeventer. And with me is the bald, the long-beard Santa-looking guy. That's you.
No, I'm not. I'm not talking. You said that you're the favorite host, and I don't think that's not true. I feel like we're both the favorite hosts. I feel like if we were to split the people that listen, they would say that I'm half, you're half, and we're both all. You know.
That's a good point. I kind of like that.
You know. Anyways, my name is Justin Rademacher. I'm your favorite host of the stupidest podcast.
Oh, here we go. Welcome back, buddy.
Welcome back. How have you been?
Good. How are you, man?
Not too bad. Got, I don't know. It's same old, really.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot different.
Doing another phone episode.
Yeah.
We're having
Got to do the phone. Got to do the phone one this time around.
Well, we have to. Holiday season kind of.
Yeah.
Bunched us up, so it was hard for us to get together.
Yep. Exactly.
So, what's new?
Plus, I mean, just a lot of work. Doing some work. I actually have this week kind of off, but I'm kind of on call at the same time. So just kind of
nice
doing that, but haven't been called yet. So I guess we'll see.
Doing better though, because I mean you were pretty down in the dumps the last couple of times I've talked to you.
Yeah, no, I'm doing better now. I feel. I mean, we're gonna talk a little bit about it, but there might be a change coming soon. Yeah. So
nice.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna be. I'll be better for sure coming up.
Good. Because I don't like it when you're down in the dumps, man. When you're sad, it makes me sad, man.
Yeah, I'm not too thrilled about being sad either. I like being happy.
Yeah, for sure.
I think everybody can agree with that.
Can't be good when you're in the dumps and I'm in the dumps and I need somebody to talk to.
I know. Yeah, I know. Like I felt that vibe from you, and I wish I could be there and help you out.
Oh, I hear you, man.
It's tough when we're both in the dumps.
Yeah, it was pretty gloomy there for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but I mean, now that we got the holidays, so that has kind of helped a little bit. Good to see some family and friends, and
absolutely, things are starting to come together.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, we get to do the podcast. That always helps me feel better.
Heck yeah, makes me feel. Yeah, this is my therapy.
Yeah, exactly. We get to talk about stuff that we don't normally talk about, like these questions and topics. Like you don't get to talk with a whole lot of people about, and it's just kind of fun.
Yeah,
I like it.
Absolutely.
I hope people are answering the questions with us.
When I talk to people and they hear it, like I'll get texts randomly and they're like, hey, this and this. And I'm like, what? Huh?
You're like, what?
What are you talking about? They're like, from your podcast. I'm like, oh, okay. And it gets really bad when somebody's like freshly first watching them.
Because it's like from the first episodes, and you're like, I don't remember.
I don't even remember that question at all. But yeah, I'll answer it. I mean, what was the question again? I'll tell you.
Yep. That's funny.
So.
But yeah, actually, I just got done playing some snow disc golf. That was fun.
Nice. How'd you do?
Not good. I got 4 over, which is, I guess, okay for playing in the snow. But I started off with 2 doubles, and so I mean, if I wouldn't have got those doubles, I mean, I would have been even today. So.
How'd that tournament go when you left my house? When we couldn't do anything because I had to go out and plow.
Oh yeah, I mean it was a fun. That wasn't like a sanctioned event. That was just for fun.
Yeah.
So I got a chance to play with my mom's cousin, who has actually been in disc golf for a long time, Jeff.
Nice.
And so I mean I got to play with him for the first time. I mean I've seen him at other tournaments that he plays in divisions that are higher than mine, because obviously he's been playing a little longer.
Right.
And so I actually had a chance to play with him because we kind of did like a mix of the divisions, and it was just for fun. And so you were actually playing doubles for most of the tournament, and then you were also playing single holes for like I think 7 of the holes, because there was like I think we were playing 27, and I think 20 of the holes were playing with doubles and 7 were playing singles.
So how does doubles work? Is it like best disc?
Yeah, it's like best disc.
Okay.
For the most part, because there's actually a tournament that we played at Chain's Edge one time where it was triples. So there was 3 of us, and they played it different each round. So there was 3 different rounds that we played.
Mm-hmm.
The first one was worst disc. So whoever threw the worst disc, that's where you have to throw from. And so the scores were skyrocketed. Like you were getting bogeys. The other team decides. Yep. Okay. So like if you have a bad shot, say like one's closer, but one is in a worse spot.
Yep.
They would choose the worst spot, or one's further away and one's a worse spot. They would actually choose the one that's a little closer, just because you don't have an angle. So
okay.
It's all strategy, because because you expect bogeys and double bogeys at that point, because there's going to be somebody that has not a great throw out of the 3 throws. So that took the longest. But then there was where you played the best disc, and then there was one where you just alternated. So you were throwing so it doesn't matter. Like it would be player 1, player 2, player 3, player 1, player 2, player 3. So it was just always the next guy, and you had to go with that shot.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I mean, there's lots of different ways of doing it, but that tournament in particular, I think I got like top 3rd, but I didn't do great. I could have done way better, but it is what it is.
There you go.
So
that's cool, man.
But I think that was the first time I played winter disc this year.
Like in a tournament, or just period? Just
period. Like I would think that was the first round that I had with my ribbons, because now I have ribbons on all my discs going out. So I don't want to lose a disc. So
nice.
But yeah, that's all I've really been up to.
Well, that's good. I just been bowling, man. Bowling and working. Yeah, bowling's actually been getting them. Oh, dude, I had the last 4 outings. I think I had 3 700s.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's good.
Been tearing it up. Guy last Wednesday just had an 800 too, so that was pretty sweet.
That's really good. 800s. I've never had an 800. I think. What did I get when I only got like 1 or 2 700s ever? I think
you had a real nice 700, like 750, 760.
Yeah, it was a high one. I can't remember. Yeah,
you're tearing it up. Mm-hmm. You had like 3 opens too, and I was like, if you would have fucking covered those 3 opens, I think you would have been tickling 800.
Yeah, it'll probably be a while before I get an 800 again, or close to have a chance at it.
Well, you got to bowl again.
I know. I haven't bowled for a long time. I have my bowling balls downstairs.
Nice.
I actually have some discs on top of my bowling bag.
You have a brand new, I think you have a brand new ball that you don't even have a game on.
No, I don't. No, I think I have a game at least on all of them.
Oh, do you?
I don't
know.
Yeah. I think I at least practice. I don't know if I've had a game of like league, but
so. All right, should we get in this read?
Yeah, let's get into it, and then we can do the read and go from there.
All right. Hey fellas, this episode of the Stupidest Podcast is brought to you by your favorite producers of ball trimmers, Manscaped. Join the global leaders in below-the-waist grooming and leaving 2021 behind and entering 2022 with a clear mind and clean balls. And special offer alert, use the code STUPID20 for 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. 4 million men already trust Manscaped. Time to join them. What was the highlights of 2021 for you, and what are you looking forward to in 2022?
2022 is on its way, and the last thing you want is to be the guy with cubes getting in your way of making this year the best year yet. 2021 sucked, and that's why Manscaped are making a splash and upping your grooming game. Their Performance Package 4.0, headlined by their signature Lawnmower 4.0, is here to take down every pube in its path.
Manscaped engineered the ultimate groin and body trimmer by focusing on intelligent functionality and incredibly comfortable grooming experience. Their 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents. Thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology, it's even waterproof.
This tool is amazing, and I'm confident using the 4.0 to leave 2021 and my gross pubes with it. Also included is the Weed Whacker, nose and ear hair trimmer to whack every hair up top and feel good while doing it.
Also included is the Crop Preserver and Crop Reviver, an anti-chafing ball deodorant. I need it. I know you do too. It's a moisturizer and toner. This hygiene bundle will also come with a pair of Manscaped anti-chafing boxers. I got them on right now. They're the best. You'll love them. They'll keep your junk feeling fresh all day. The perfect package for your perfect package.
Going into 2022, I'm confident about smelling like $1 million. You may be asking, how? And I'm happy you did. I use Manscaped Refined Cologne with the same signature scent that's in all Manscaped formulas. A great compliment to your collection.
Use the code STUPID20 for 20% off of free shipping at manscaped.com.
I'm all in on confidence and smelling good this year. Join me with Manscaped.
Get 20% off and free shipping with the code STUPID20 at manscaped.com.
That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code STUPID20.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to your balls.
To your balls. Heck yeah.
Nice. Good job. I think that was a good read.
Yeah, I do too. I like that read. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. I like Manscaped too.
Yeah, dude, their products are freaking great. My balls have never been so smooth.
I know. Like it's so easy, and it's like, oh man, I don't know. You just go at it. Like you don't have to. Like you gotta.
It's the first time I ever grabbed a shaver, and I have no worries.
Yeah, you have to be careful, like always, but you don't have to be as careful. Like you can just kind of go at it.
Yeah, I just go at it. I'm just pulling on, tugging and yanking and chugging.
Yep.
And then I grab the shaver and I go at it.
That's one way to do it. Yeah. That was good.
So, you ready to
Sweet. Do you want to get into some questions?
Yeah, you want to start or should I?
I'll start.
Okay, you start.
Okay, what is your most recent big purchase, and what is going to be your next big purchase?
For most recent big purchase, I haven't bought anything big for a long time.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go for it, because I don't.
All right, so you don't think you have anything that is super recent?
Not really. Nothing huge.
Nothing bowling related?
No. I haven't bought a bowling ball in a year.
I mean, that's still semi-recent.
Yeah. But
in your bowling career, it's recent.
Podcast equipment's almost more recent than that, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
What about you? What do you buy?
Yeah. Well, my most recent big purchase was a rangefinder for disc golf.
Oh, you got one, huh?
Yep, I pulled the trigger.
Nice.
And it's awesome. I haven't used it a lot because I'm afraid of using it in the cold. But I did bring it out one time, and it was awesome. Like it gave you, because it's the Bushnell, one of the Bushnells, basically built for disc golf, and it'll tell you feet because that's how that's how I do disc golf is feet.
Yep.
You can also do meters, but I'm so used to feet now. It'll tell you exactly how many feet away the basket is. It'll tell you the trajectory down or up. So it'll tell you like if it's a 1% decline, 1% incline, 5% incline, like if they're on a hill, stuff like that. It'll also tell you how many feet in the air. So like if it's a 1% decline from like 250, it'll tell you like it's 6 feet lower than where you're at now.
Dang.
So it's sick.
What'd that run you?
About 150 before tax.
That ain't too bad.
No, it's not terrible. It was more than I wanted to spend.
Right.
But I mean, I also bought the case too, so I can have it on the outside of my bag, so it's really accessible.
There you go.
Right now, I just have it in my like extras bag because I have like a secondary bag with like all my stuff that I don't use super often.
Right.
But yeah, no, that's the most recent big purchase. So, actually, I have another one, but it hasn't come in yet.
What's that?
I bought a drone.
Oh, sick. With camera?
Yeah. Yep. It's got a camera on there, 4K, I believe.
Nice.
So it's kind of expensive. I went cheap compared to other like models and stuff out there, but I got the DJI Mavic Mini.
Nice, dude. That's sick.
Yeah, so that was actually more expensive than the Rangefinder, I found out. But it's not as expensive as it could have been because there are drones that are thousands of dollars.
Oh yeah.
The one that I really wanted to get was originally was like 1,300, but it was on sale for 1,000. I did not get that one, but that one would have been amazing in the fact that like it has goggles that you wear, so you're like, yeah, you're actually like feel like you're flying.
It's almost like virtual reality.
Yeah, it is virtual reality basically. You get to choose where you're going, like in your flight.
That's pretty sick.
But the reason I didn't go with that is just because I have no experience flying drones.
Right.
And I don't want to crash it and be out $1,000.
Right.
So I just went cheapy. Because there was another $600 one that I could have gone with, but that one was still a little
pricey,
iffy, just in the price. Because I don't want to spend $600, crash it, and be out that. So I went with the $300 one.
That's not bad.
So, but it's still, I feel like it's still going to be a good little thing to test out. And I feel like every time I go to a disc golf course now, I'm going to want to do one lap. Yeah, I'm going to do a lap of the entire course with the camera.
Is that cheating?
No, it's not cheating. No, you can do that. No, I'm just saying because then we're going to, because there's not going to be necessarily like video footage of all of these courses that we go to, especially like up here where the pros aren't playing. So, I mean, we can put it on YouTube, and if people are interested, they can look at the course before going to the course.
There you go, man. That's pretty sick.
So,
all right.
Yeah, figured that's
I actually do know what I bought then. And it wasn't for me, but I still play with it quite a bit.
What is it?
I bought Gracie a hoverboard for Christmas.
Oh, sick. That's cool.
And you know how clumsy Gracie is.
Well, I mean,
yeah, you've seen her. Like,
yeah,
I still don't know how that girl has never broke a bone or had stitches yet. She's amazing on it.
Really?
Dude, she's so good on it.
Is she just flying around?
Dude, she's flying around on it. I'm like, I thought you'd be dead by now.
Dude, I have a little guy, like a cheap guy that I have. I think you've ridden it once.
Yep.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm not good at it.
I'm getting good at hers now. So
nice.
So.
Well, you'll have to come show me how to do it then, because I'm still not great.
It's pretty sweet.
I'd like to be, but.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is to get your feet out and then just get your balance right off the get-go. Once you get your balance off the get-go, you're good to go. Then
it's easy to maintain.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I always feel like I'm slightly off balance every time, like the whole time.
Okay.
So once I maybe I just need to find that balance point, and then once I find it, then I can move and go places.
Yeah, I want to get her that seat like you got.
Yeah, that thing is fun. It does scratch it though, so be careful because mine is all tore up because of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't care what mine looks like. It's just there for fun. It's a toy.
Right.
So.
Something that's going down the road too, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're gonna hit rocks and stuff like that, so it's gonna get scratched up regardless. And if I took a tumble like the first time riding it, like one of the first times riding it, and it again got scuffed up on top, and
yeah, shit happens.
But I mean, yeah, I wasn't worried about it. Again, I bought a cheapie. It wasn't like a $500 to $1,000 purchase. So.
Right. Yours is gray, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I got her a pink one, and like the wheels light up, and.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Pretty sick. Like it almost looks like if you had to call it one, it almost like a Fast and the Furious freaking hoverboard.
Oh, nice.
Like under body lights, you know.
Yep, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Still, like I said, I'm impressed how good she is on it.
Well, that's good. Maybe that'll help with everything else then.
Right? So.
But all right, well, what about the second part of the question then? What is your next big purchase?
I'm looking, and I haven't really talked to you about this, but I'm thinking about building a podcast studio for here.
Oh, like, really?
Yeah, because I just don't want to keep doing it in the basement down here. I just want us to have a place where we can just go in. And,
have our own space.
Yep. And we don't have to keep tearing everything down and all that.
Yeah, just keep it up and go at it.
And what I'm thinking about doing is making it like on pallets.
Okay. Interesting.
And then putting the floor on top of the pallets. So then if we do get a trailer, I can just pick it up and put it on a trailer.
There you go.
Use like a forklift or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, build it slightly lesser than the trailer.
Yeah.
So that way, no matter what trailer you get, you'll at least have dimensions to work with.
Right.
That'd be good. That's a good idea. I went more childish with mine. I went with my next big purchase. I want to buy one of those big Lego sets.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Like those like really big Star Wars ones, or like the Harry Potter.
Like the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, yep, that kind of stuff. Like one of the ones that I'm actually looking at. Yeah, yep, the Death Star. The ones that I'm actually looking at though are I would love to get like the Harry Potter Hogwarts castle.
Oh, that'd be sick, dude.
I know, but that thing is like $400 is the cheapest one I found.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous how much some of those are.
Yeah. So I was looking at that one. I was looking at a Batmobile. That looked really cool.
Nice.
That one was like $230 or something like that. And then there was a really cool tree fort Lego set. So like you built the tree and the tree house. Yeah.
Gracie got these ones. They're like knockoff Legos, but they're like clear, and then it comes with like an LED light that you plug into whatever you're building. You plug it in, and it sends like a pulsating light through all the Legos. It's actually pretty freaking sweet. They call them
cool.
Light up Legos. We built a car, and that thing's freaking pretty sick.
I bet, dude. That'd be really fun. Yeah, I don't know. I was like Christmas shopping for everybody, and for some reason, like it kept suggesting Legos, and so I was like,
it just knows.
Maybe I'll look into this.
It knows you're a big kid.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I would definitely get that. But
all right, my question's a little bit farther off than that. Have you ever had diarrhea on a date?
Do I have to answer honestly?
Yeah, because I want to hear this story.
Okay. I don't necessarily have. There's not really a big story behind it, but I've had diarrhea on a date multiple times.
Really?
Yeah, and like nothing to like. It wasn't like anything worrisome. Like it was controllable. Oh my gosh, are you okay?
Yeah, why?
There was just a really big, loud noise.
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
Oh, you're rustling something. Anyways, no, I've had it multiple times, but nothing I can't control. You know, it was something that I would just go and use the bathroom maybe a few times throughout the date, and I was embarrassed, like, because I felt like I shouldn't be doing it as often as I was. But I mean, I feel like it wasn't weird. Like I did it at appropriate times, I feel. So, and it didn't ruin the date. Like I had multiple dates with the person, and I've actually like had diarrhea multiple times with with the same person too. So
that's crazy. That's funny.
So I mean, it didn't ruin the date. Like I don't even know if they knew I had it. You know.
Right.
They probably knew something was wrong with my stomach because I went to the bathroom
30 times.
No, probably 3 or 4 times throughout the date. But how about you?
Yeah, I have. One time,
Was
one
it a
time,
bad like?
yeah. One was like I was gone for like 20 minutes. And she was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yes, had to be something that we ate. I don't know."
Yeah, I've
I
never.
mean, when you're gone that long, there's no lying about it. Like, you gotta just straight up tell her
Yeah.
what's up, you know?
So you must have got lucky that night, huh?
No, I did not.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine. I don't think I ever did on those nights either. I maybe could have, but I didn't pursue it. You don't want to have that story.
Right.
But no, that 20 minutes is. I don't think I've had anything like that. I definitely like when it was happening at the time. I was doing my best to hurry. I wanted to get back to the date,
Right.
But yeah, nothing too embarrassing. Or at least maybe it was. Maybe they thought I was weird, but
Have you ever
still
had a
had no.
girl like tell you that she heard that?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
She didn't say anything, at least. So.
Oh man, I've had some bad cases, but not nothing to where it was like on a date where it was though. I mean, other than that one time where I was gone forever. Like
Yeah.
we were watching a movie or something like that, and I missed like half the movie.
That's not good.
But what do you do?
Yeah. Yeah, nothing you can do. I mean, if it hits, it hits.
Yeah.
Like, you're not.
Yeah, you're not just gonna sit in it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not an option.
So.
But my next question isn't really a question. It's more of a challenge. Now, this is also a challenge that anybody listening, you can also do. I want you personally, Justin, to
Yep.
think of a small act of random kindness and tell me what that is. And you and I are both going to do that, or we're not going to do that act. I'm also going to give you an act of kindness, but we're both going to do this for a random stranger this week. And
Okay.
anybody out there, I want everybody else to do the same thing. I want you to come up with some sort of random act of kindness for a random stranger this week. We have a little bit more time. You and I get till the next episode, which it might be a guest, so we might have to explain it with the guest, or we can do it the next episode. You and I are doing it alone. So we get a little bit of time to do this. So,
well, and people, I'll tell you what. When you do your act of kindness, go on Facebook, go on our page, and comment somewhere on some post telling us what you did. And
it can be a random post.
And
too.
if we like it, it's probably going to get talked about on the next episode.
Yeah, and if you want us to use your name, mention that you want us to use your name. Otherwise, probably not going to use names just to be on the safe side.
Right.
So, yeah, but I think we're going to be held a little bit more responsible or reliable for ours since we're going to have to do it by the next episode. And so, yeah, what is your act of random kindness that you want to do?
So I eat a lot of fast food, and I'm not proud of it, but I do it for work. So the next time I go through, I'm going to buy the person's dinner behind me.
Nice. That's a very good thing. I've had that happen to me one time, and it was only a $3 purchase because I only bought like the little things, And
but it makes your day, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was like stoked. I was telling everybody about it. I was like, hey, yeah, this person did this for me. And then the next time I went to that particular location, I did the same thing. So,
what's yours? What are you gonna do?
So I just want to find people randomly. I said I want to compliment 5 people about something. If it's something they're wearing, something they said, or just something random that I see about them, and just compliment them.
I like that.
I just feel like, because I don't see that very often, and I love it when people like randomly, hey, I like your hat, and you're like, thanks, I'm gonna wear this hat again.
Yeah, it boosts your confidence a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just gonna compliment 5 people about something they're wearing or something that they said. Like if I happen to overhear somebody say something really nice, I'll be like, hey, that's a really nice thing you just said. Like,
right.
I don't know.
I like it.
So sweet. Well, now the next episode we have, we'll see how we did.
Perfect.
Sweet.
All right. What do you like most about your beard, and what would you change?
Oh man, I like because it's getting longer now.
Yeah.
I actually found out that I'm doing it right now, but I am about 2 palms deep on my beard, so you can barely see the end of it on my second. Like when I
So you could
grab
go
it with
like
both
hand to
hands.
hand.
Yeah, when I go hand to hand, like if I'm grabbing it like a
Yep.
baseball bat, I can tickle the very end of my beard at the bottom of my second hand.
Wow, your beard
And
is getting long, man.
I know I haven't been able to do that like ever. So I'm glad that it's getting this long and it's still staying pretty thick. Obviously, I still lose some beard hairs every now and then, but
Like our
yeah,
trips when they thought we had a dog.
yeah, yep, that happened. Um, I had to vacuum up my beard hair so we didn't get charged hundreds of dollars for them to clean the car.
So
I'm
glad
not
nothing
bitter
came.
about it though.
I'm so glad nothing came of that.
Yeah, that would have been.
I was so pissed with those people.
Yeah, I wasn't happy either. Not to say the name of the company, I don't want to defame anybody that might be on a budget. So, um,
It was a good car though. I did like that car.
yeah, it was good. It was nice.
I like the gas
But
mileage.
yeah, that was the best part. The one thing that I wasn't like 100% on was the fact that like it would like kick you back into the lane if you got too close
Yeah,
to
it
the
kept
line.
it centered in.
Yeah. So that was
We
a
could
little
not
weird.
figure out how to turn that shit off.
Yeah, but I mean, it was still a good vehicle. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What would I change about my beard? I would, now that it's as long as it is, I would make it longer. So I think I am going to continue to grow it. I am still going to trim it so it looks good. I feel like it looks good right now, but I haven't really trimmed it a whole lot lately. But keep it trim-ish, but also as long as I can. So
nice.
that's what I would change.
Okay.
How about you? What do you like most about your beard, and what would you change?
So I always grow it every winter and then chop it off in the summer. But this winter, it's coming in so much thicker and fuller, and I love it. I might keep it this year.
Nice. Like through the summer and everything?
Yeah, because it's coming in really even and nice and thick.
Well, I mean,
and full.
if we play disc golf at Blue Ribbon Pines this spring, you might have to.
Right? If we ever get to that thing. Feel like that.
If we ever get that challenge going.
I feel that challenge kind of went out the window almost. We haven't gotten to that. But we definitely
can
maybe get something.
Yeah, we can maybe get a second challenge going.
Yeah.
Because I know I obviously play disc golf a little bit more than you now.
Yeah,
so maybe we can also get
more.
maybe we can get a ball golf or a bowling or something like that going around that same time and have a different prize or something.
Maybe we'll do a workout challenge or something.
Oh, there we go. Workout challenge would be good for you.
Well, what I'm thinking is maybe I'll go online and I'll buy us like 2 step counters.
Oh, okay. And just see who can get the highest amount of steps
in a month or something like that.
Dude, I'm down for that. That'd be sweet.
So, all right.
You would definitely have me at work, but I would definitely have you with disc golf. So,
your new job.
Where I might be going.
Yeah. Maybe if that's possibly happening.
Then I could definitely get some numbers up.
Yeah, dude. When I was at the bowling alley, you remember how big the bowling alley was?
Oh yeah, yep.
And when I was managing, I would hit 25,000 steps daily.
Wow. Yeah, I never had a step counter while I was doing that position, but I can imagine. I remember running around like a madman some of those days.
So, yeah. So maybe we'll do something like that.
Yeah, we'll talk or if you guys have ideas, give us ideas. Text us, send us a message on Facebook.
Yeah.
Maybe go on our website, wherever you can get a hold of us.
Yeah, guys. And do me a favor. Wherever you're listening or what you're listening on, go like, comment, follow, and give us a rating. We don't have a lot of ratings, and the ratings help.
Yeah, they do.
So
do that. And if you need to contact us directly, I mean, we do have an email as well. I don't think we really talk about that a whole lot, but you can always email us a question that you might want to hear. You can email us just anything if you just want to tell us how you feel about it. Maybe
right.
suggest a segment we could maybe do.
Right.
Anything like that. It's just the stupidest podcast at gmail.com.
That's the stupidest podcast at gmail.com. All one word, the stupidest podcast.
Yep.
So
Sweet.
Kurt,
Okay. So now I need you for this next question. I need you to go into your pictures on your phone.
Okay.
So get your phone out and go through that.
Okay. Got it.
And as you get your picture up, I want you to describe the last picture that you took and why you took it.
All right. Before we do this is what I want you to do.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to email me that picture on the podcast. And I'm going to post these up on Instagram and Facebook after the show.
Sweet. I'm sending it to you right now.
Perfect. All right. The picture that I have is...
Actually, you already have the picture that I have.
Oh, really?
It's already on Facebook.
Oh, nice.
Well, it's the squirrel.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
So you can just use that squirrel picture.
Perfect. Picture that I have is a picture of me in the car holding my daughter's little bear that she won from school. She left it at my house when she went to her mom's. And she freaked, and I go, I'll take care of the bear. So what I did for her was I took the bear everywhere I went, and I took random pictures with the bear.
That's cool.
So that when she got back, I'd be like, see? Daddy took care of the bear.
That's awesome. I like that a lot. That's sweet. I like that.
So yeah. So that's the last picture.
Well, you have a way better reason why. I was hanging out at the cabin with Matt, and we were watching a movie, and he looked outside, and he's just like, dude, look at that squirrel. And he was just on the feeder on the tree. And I looked at him, and he was just the chubbiest little cutest squirrel I have ever seen. And so I stood up, and like as soon as I saw him, I looked at him, and I was just like, yeah, I got to take a picture of this guy. Like, he's just so cute. Like, and so I took a picture with like my zoom, and I zoomed in as close as I could. And he was like looking right at the camera. And so it was the perfect picture that I had to use. And I ended up using it on our Facebook and helping with promoting our Manscaped.
Nice.
Stuff.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a good picture.
So, but, yeah, that was my picture, and it's not as cool or cute as yours. I mean, it's cute, but not as cute.
That's a good picture. So, all right. What do you think is the craziest thing that has ever happened to you?
Craziest thing that has ever happened to me?
Yep.
When I was about, I want to say 10, somewhere between 9 and 12, but I'm pretty sure I was 10. I should remember the age, but I don't know if I was just too traumatized, but I got into a really bad trampoline accident. Ooh. And I wrecked my mouth. It was not good.
Knocked out some teeth?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Ooh.
I knocked out some teeth. So my front teeth, actually, I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast before or not, but my front two teeth, one of my front teeth got knocked down about 3 to 4 millimeters, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for a tooth, that is a lot for a tooth. So, that tooth had to get grinded down, and because there was no way to push it back up, because by the time I got to the dentist, it was too late. They just had to grind it.
You should have told him. You should have brought in a picture of Dumb and Dumber and been like, "Hey, can you make me look like Jim Carrey?" You're in there grinding anyway. Let's do this.
Yeah, might as well, right? But that second tooth did look like his, because it was actually when I hit, because I hit when I was jumping around, I fell on the bar mouth first, and it was not fun. Like I might have been doing flips. I can't remember. Like I said, after it happened, I was just out. Like I didn't like pass out or anything. don't really remember it because I was in so much pain. And but the second tooth got cracked in half, and so one of my front teeth is half fake, and then the other one is actually dead. They had to do a root canal on it
Oh no.
and grind it down. So like, and then one of my lower teeth, like my lower teeth got kind of jumbled up a little bit, and one of them got cracked in half, and it was just not a good thing. So yeah, that was one of the craziest things that has ever happened to me because it was very painful and not fun.
I think you're gonna like my story.
All right, what's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you?
So, for one of our buddies, Gummo, for his birthday,
Yep.
his 30th birthday, we did Dirty 30, so we grew out mustaches. And then we went bar hopping in Wisconsin. And we're at this bar and feeling pretty good, and there's this Amazon looking, I mean, she good looking girl, about 6'6", 6'7".
Oh, yep, tall.
Yeah, redhead. And we're partying, and all of a sudden, the next thing I know, this girl comes up behind me and grabs me and picks me up and just lays me on top of the bar. And I go, what the heck is going on? Like, it just, like, I was just sitting there drinking my beer or whatever, having a good time or whatever, talking to somebody, and all of a sudden, just randomly, she picks me up, slams me down on the bar, and the next thing I know is she has a pitcher of water and a razor, and she's dipping the freaking razor in the water, and she shaved my mustache off. She goes, you look a lot better now.
Oh my gosh, she shaved your mustache on the bar?
At the bar.
What is wrong with people?
I looked at everybody, I go, bet you can't knock one of those off of your freaking bucket list. I go, holy cow. I don't think there's that many people in the world, let alone period, that has been shaved, not just at a bar, but on the bar.
Wow, I had never heard that story, and that is insane. Anybody would do that to anybody else.
Yeah. Come to find out, like, my buddy's talking, like, she was like, she kept saying it the whole night, like, I think I was hitting on her or something like that, and she goes, he looked a lot better without the mustache, and like, you should shave it off. And there was like a general store across the street, so my buddies went and bought one without me knowing or whatever, and they go, here, will you shave it?
So they kind of like got it going then.
Yeah, and then she just did it, and I was like,
okay. I feel like that's a little bit more understanding than somebody just doing it. Like, but I feel like if that was
still, it's just still to get her to do it, like even just it happening and not getting kicked out of the bar or anything like that. Like, they were cool with it. Like, the bartender was like, that's one of the coolest things that's ever happened in this bar. That was awesome.
They probably talk about it to this day.
Oh, I'm sure they do. Freaking, oh, that was a heck of a night. And then I find out that she has a boyfriend, and she like followed us around because we were just bar hopping. There's like 22 bars in this town that we were at, and so we were just doing like a beer at every bar.
Dang.
And come to find out, her boyfriend meets up with us, and he's like 4'8". Little freaking Irish dude, and I'm like, oh my god, 6'7", 5-footer.
I mean, if that's what they are into.
Yeah, I was like, that's cool. I go, that's freaking awesome. I go, you get to climb that every night? Way to go, buddy.
That's funny.
So yeah, that's probably one of the craziest things. I mean, I've got a lot of crazy stories, but that's one of them.
Yeah, no, that's a crazy story that I have not heard.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I've told many people, let alone the podcast, about that story. So I figured I'd throw that up here.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. So. All right, I'm gonna just kind of go back. This is not anything crazy, but how much cash do you have in your wallet, and how much cash do you usually keep in your wallet?
So right now I have, let me count, $256 in my wallet right now.
Oh, that's a good amount. Is that normal?
Yeah. I mean, usually, yeah.
Wow. How come?
I always like having cash on me. So, I mean, cash is king. Anytime. You can usually talk somebody into doing something for cash.
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know.
Did you hear that one?
No, I only heard one.
Oh, okay. Something popped on my end, so. All right. Yeah, 256. But, you know, when I bartended, I used to carry around $800 in cash.
Jeez, I don't think I would feel comfortable carrying that much cash around.
It just was nothing for me to have cash in my pocket like that from bartending and stuff, you know?
Well, I mean, it makes sense. Like, you're going to, like, have tips and everything, but to keep it in your wallet is different than, like, going home with it, you know?
All right, in my defense, I don't keep my cash in my wallet. I keep it in my pocket. My grandpa always told me, you keep your wallet in your back pocket and your cash in your front pocket. So that way, if you get pickpocketed, you always have your wallet or you always have your cash. And they never take both.
Unless somebody is, like, willing to stay there for a while and take everything from every pocket.
Yeah, you should find out. You should. I think I would notice by then. Maybe. Hopefully. Probably not. But
yeah.
But that's what my grandpa always told me. Never put both back together.
I remember you saying that. Like, I've definitely heard you say that, and it makes sense because, I mean, you're right. Like, if you're in the city or if you're somewhere where it's accessible, somebody's gonna, like, pick the wallet or pick the cash. Whatever they see, they're gonna take that and not know about the other.
Dude, when we were in Vegas one time, this bartender, he was a pickpocketer. He was a magician or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he was actually on America's Got Talent. He was a bartending magician or whatever. So you can look him up or whatever. It was pretty cool. But he was my bartender or whatever. And he pickpocketed me like 8 times. He took my watch. He took my wallet. He took my rings. He took...
8 times?
Dude, a bunch.
Wow.
And the bad thing was this happened on the first night I was in Vegas. So it almost ruined my trip.
Did he give it? He never gave it back?
Yeah, he gave everything back, but...
Okay, good.
Every time somebody, like, bumped me while I was in Vegas, I was, like, checking. I'm like, what'd you take? Don't touch me.
Well,
don't touch
me.
Maybe
that was a good thing. Maybe he was just getting you ready for Vegas.
Maybe but man...
Maybe that happens there.
Every time somebody just, like, nudged me, I'm like, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Dang. No, I never keep that much cash. I think right now I have $30 cash in my wallet. I at least $30 cash in the part that you're actually supposed to keep the money in. I usually have a backup 20 or a couple 20s somewhere hidden in my wallet.
I love your backup 20s. That's the money that I usually get for pull tabs.
Oh yeah, yep, yeah. Because you're like, hey, you got $20, and I usually have like no cash, so I'm like, yeah, here's my backup 20.
Yeah. We usually do pretty good on your backup 20. We've won a couple of times on that backup 20.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a little nerve-wracking for me because then I have nothing to go. Like, I have no cash, so it's a little nerve-wracking, but I still have my cards, so I'm usually good. Because I like to keep cash too, but I feel comfortable having $100 in my wallet because I feel comfortable if I were to lose $100, I'd feel okay with that. But if I had $800 in my wallet, I would be a nervous wreck.
Yeah.
I'd be like, everybody's trying to steal from me right now.
Get away from me. Move away.
Yep.
I can see like Marshall in How I Met Your Mother when he had all that cash at the time from like when he was the fantasy guy or whatever, fantasy football guy or whatever.
Yep.
And he's going to, I have a lot of cash. Stay away from me.
That's funny.
I could see you doing that.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not good. Like I don't. Maybe I just don't. Maybe I have trust issues. I don't know.
So. All right. If you could change something in your life right now, what would it be? Well,
right now, I feel like I would change my job situation.
Yeah.
I'm just not 100% as to, I don't think I'm in the right spot. I thought I was going to be. I'm working from home and stuff like that, but I don't know. I'm a people person and I miss people. Right. And I thought I was going to get enough interaction with people. but I talk through emails and instant messenger, so it's not my cup of tea necessarily. So
Right.
I'm thinking about going back to the casino.
There you
So
go.
yeah, I've talked to my old boss there, and sounds like we can maybe get something going. We're in the midst of talking, so nothing's set in stone yet, but the position is available. So
There you go, man.
there's an option to be had.
I'm not gonna lie, I
So
liked
I
it when
guess
you were at the casino because when I had to wait for you to get off, I go play, and a lot of the times I won, so it was like a free trip
yeah,
up there.
yeah, it's fun to work at a place that's fun. Like
Yep.
I've worked at a lot of places that are fun. I've worked at 2 different bowling alleys. I've worked for the Twins, the Vikings. I've worked for a casino. Like it's just I love places where people are there to have fun.
Just think if you still worked at like the baseball field and football stadium, like when you met some of those famous people, just think now you could have been like, "Hey, I have a podcast. Here's my card."
I should have known we were going to do this. I should have been promoting it back then and be like, "Hey,
Right?
in 2019 or 2020, we're going to start this podcast called The Stupidest Podcast. Why don't you listen and tell everybody about it?"
We're gonna ask you
I bet.
questions like you've never been asked before.
Yeah, I want to see if they shave their balls.
Right.
With Manscaped products.
Right.
And
have you shit your pants lately?
Yeah. Yep. Have you ever had diarrhea on a date? Stuff like that, you know.
Would have been perfect.
Yeah, that's what I would change. How about you? What would you change if you could change something in your life right now?
I just wish it was a little bit more financially stable.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I'm horrible right now, but if I could just make that next step, you know?
Not have to worry about your next check coming.
Yeah. Tired of living,
Yep.
not so much paycheck to paycheck, but paycheck to paycheck, you know?
Yeah. No, I understand you there. I'm very similar. I have been like that for a long time. I feel way more comfortable now since I have my student loan, like all my student loans paid off now.
Right.
Which I never thought I'd have that paid off by the time I'm 30. Like I was able to be fortunate enough for that.
Right.
And that has helped a lot because obviously that's hundreds of dollars a month. So that has helped, but I'm still, paycheck comes and you're like, thank you.
Right. So yeah, if I could just make the next step, you know, just a little bit more. If this could maybe even kick in a little bit, you know, I'm not talking.
Yeah, if we had
but
it doesn't have to be a full-time thing, but it could be enough for a part-time thing. That'd be
just
sweet.
a little. I wish I had enough for like fun money, you know.
Yeah. Yep. So I think what you're saying is for anybody listening to this podcast, you should go tell 10 friends about the Stupidest Podcast.
Yes. And tell them to tell 10 friends, and boom, we'll be there.
You don't have to tell 10 friends. If you tell one friend though, that'd be helpful.
If you tell 2 friends and they tell 2 friends and they tell 2 friends, we're gonna be huge in no time.
There we go. So if you like our podcast, tell 2 friends.
Yeah, the numbers are looking good though, man. I'm really happy with where this is going. And plus, I just enjoy it. This is fun. Yeah,
thank you guys for listening because I would do this if nobody was listening.
Absolutely.
To be honest, like I don't need people to listen, but it's fun to know that people are listening, and it's fun to just ask these questions because these questions aren't asked on an everyday basis, and it's fun asking them, and it's fun asking them, and it's fun answering them.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. This is my therapy, man.
Yeah, it's cheaper.
Yeah, way cheaper. So, all right, what's your next question?
What is your nightly routine before you go to bed?
Well, I jerk off, and then.
Well, I mean, besides that, because that should be everybody's first go-to answer.
Nightly routine is usually shower, brush my teeth, watch a little TV in bed, work on the podcast a little bit, and then fall asleep with the TV on.
Nice. Do you do that every night? You work on the podcast every night?
I don't know about work on it every night, but I definitely look into it almost every night.
Nice.
I'm looking.
I don't do it I don't do it every night. I'll think about it like I'll definitely think about it at least once a day, but I don't usually like work on it every day, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, by work, I mean I'm not like editing. I mean, there's always
Yeah, you're
something.
not editing. Yeah.
I do a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. So I do, there's always editing, or I'll go look at our
Yep.
posts, or I'll go put a post up, or I'll go through like Facebook group pages and I'll go talk to people on there about their podcasts
Yeah.
and our podcast, and I'll share our podcast. And then I'll go look at other podcasts and I'll listen to other podcasts and stuff like that. Or I'll go through like all the places that we have the podcast connected to, and I'll go look at our numbers page by page.
Yeah, individually.
Yep. And then I'll look at our analytics and everything and stuff like that. So usually almost every night. Not every night, but out of the 7 days a week, probably 5 or 6.
Nice. No, I definitely I always take time at least once a week to think about the next episode. Yeah. I always make sure I have all my questions, make sure that I have all my talking points. Not necessarily everything. Like obviously we're also coming up with stuff on the spot sometimes, but I at least want to have something for you guys. Absolutely. I want to have something entertaining at least. So.
And I try to make it sound entertaining and clear it up and clean it up and make it look as good as possible and professional.
Yep. And you are good at that. Thank you very much for doing that.
I'm trying. Getting better and better.
Yep.
I'm getting gooder and gooder, man. One of these days I'll be the goodest.
This will eventually be the goodest podcast.
So,
well, my nightly routine is similar to that. I usually have to go get some water or juice for my nightstand because if I don't do that first, I usually don't ever have it. And I love having water or juice by me because in the middle of the night, it's usually every night I'll get up one time and I get really thirsty. Not really thirsty, but I get thirsty. So I need some juice or water by me. Sometimes I'll brush my teeth at night. I haven't been doing a great job of that, so I'm maybe hoping to change that. I need to brush my teeth at night a little more.
Okay.
Then I usually set up a movie or a TV show or something like that, and I cozy up into my pillows and my blankets and my nest of comfiness. And
yeah, you do have a nest in your room.
Dude, it's so comfortable. I have I'm actually sitting on my bed right now. I have 3 pillows. Yep, 3 pillows and 3 blankets right now. And I have a full-size bed, so it is covering everything. And I have all my laundry sitting on my bed, too. I need to fold some laundry. I haven't done that yet.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, and then there's other stuff that changes periodically. Obviously, I don't know. I can't even think of an example, but there's stuff that needs to get done, like laundry, or right now I actually just got done playing disc golf in the snow, so I have all my disc golf discs laid out against the wall in my room.
Drying
so
out.
They're all drying out because they were covered in snow and ice and all that stuff. So it's just kind of getting ready for potentially playing tomorrow. Depends on how cold it is. It's supposed to be really cold tomorrow.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
But yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, my last question is: if you had a comedy special tomorrow, and you didn't have time to go shop or do anything, what would you wear for your special?
So I'm torn because I want to just look like I'm me on a regular day.
The stupidest podcast jersey, that's what you're rocking?
Oh, I could do that. I could definitely do that.
I actually really like that shirt.
I do too. It's a good jersey. Thank you for getting it. It's like a baseball style jersey. Yeah. It's awesome. But I feel like I have 2 different options. I would either suit up and look really fancy, wear my that almost sparkly red blazer that I have.
Yeah.
And look really, really nice. Or I could dress how I normally would, just wear a hoodie or a pullover sweater, wear my sweatpants and
I see.
go up there.
I see you as a suit guy more than me.
I mean, I'll definitely wear a suit. That's what I'll be wearing again soon if I decide to go back.
Right.
And I enjoy looking nice all the time,
I
but
do too.
I also love being comfortable. Like that's my goal is to just always be comfy. And so if I could just lay in bed all day and be comfy cozy, that's what I would do. Okay. But I like doing other stuff too, so.
Nice.
But yeah, I would like to either dress up or dress down, basically. Is how I would go with it. How about you? What would you, if you had a comedy special tomorrow, what would you wear?
Probably jeans. Nice pair of jeans.
I was thinking jeans too. That's a third-dairy option.
And then probably a black undershirt, and then you know my gray sweater, the button-up one.
I'm trying to picture it. I think oh yeah, yep. I think
I'd probably wear that gray sweater.
Okay, nice.
I would. You know what I'd love to do? I'd love to be like Bert.
Just go shirtless.
Oh God, that'd be so comfortable on stage.
Yeah, I mean, you could always do it. Like, yeah, just because he does it doesn't mean
right. But it'd just be awkward, and I don't want to be like, oh, you're doing a Bert thing. I'm like, no, I'm doing a comfortable thing. Is what I'm doing.
Yeah, maybe you should have a bit about that.
Right.
As long as you write, like, you can do anything as long as you write it correctly.
Thanks, Mom. You can be whatever you want to be.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm the mom of the stupidest podcast.
You actually are.
That's what I put on my resume.
Do you put this on a resume?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh, you should. That'd be so cool.
I've talked about it in an interview though.
Have you?
Yeah.
Nice. That'll
for sure. Yeah. Why not? Like,
right?
Something extra.
I would love to be a suit guy though, but I don't know. I don't think my story.
Well, the reason I went suit is because my jokes are so dumb. You know, like I have a lot of dumb dad jokes, and so like people see this suit and they're like, "Oh, this guy's gonna be talking about fancy stuff." Oh, there's a poop joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. See, and that's what I think a suit fits you better for your comedy, but I don't think a suit would fit my comedy that well.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe, I don't know.
I mean, we'll find out.
Maybe jeans, a nice t-shirt, and a blazer.
There you go. You could do that. Or kind of dressy, but not.
Yeah.
Not overly.
Yeah. You know, maybe like jeans and a white undershirt and a black blazer.
There you go.
Yeah. I got to get the special first.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's coming tomorrow.
Right? God dang it. Come on, Netflix. Start knocking on the door. Hey, we heard your podcast. We think you guys would be great for our next comedy special.
Yeah, we're filming tomorrow. So.
Pack your bag. Yeah,
pack your bag. You're going to wherever we're filming. I couldn't even think of a city. I was gonna go into it, but I'm not going to.
Where would you go tape?
I don't know. Probably Minnesota because I'd be able to get some people.
Right.
I don't know. Probably right now, if I had to, it would be Acme.
Right.
Because I could fill Acme with people I know.
Right. I'd do Acme or maybe do an outdoor concert in Mount Vernon. Yeah, that'd be sweet. You know, Mount Vernon, that's such a cool place. You know, like on that stage that we went to, that'd be kind of cool. I'm trying to think of the stage. You know, when we went to that barbecue place? Oh, yeah, that'd be really cool. People there would know you too. Like you'd be able to fill that place. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Mm-hmm. So, is that it for questions? Yeah, that's all I got for questions. We want to get into our segments. Let's get into our segments, man. Sweet. Well, the first segment, again, this is a little bit new. We have some newer
segments. I think we've only done one episode with these segments. The first one is entertainment. So stuff that we've been enjoying, whether it be podcasts, TV shows, movies, music, whatever we are intaking for entertainment, we're just going to talk about.
Okay.
So what have you been listening to and watching? And
So dude, I'm diehard Yellowstone fan right now.
yeah, you talked about that last time too.
And 1883 is a spin-off show. It's like the beginning of Yellowstone, how Yellowstone got created and stuff, like the actual ranch. So it brings it back to like the year 1883 when they're moving out there. Tim McGraw and Faith Hill are in it.
Dang.
Yeah, they're the main actors and actresses. Really fucking good.
Damn.
I've been watching that, and then I watched the new Matrix.
Oh, nice. I actually watched the new Matrix too.
Did you like it?
I mean, it was okay, but a lot of it probably went over my head, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm going to watch it again.
I'm going to watch it again for sure, just to kind of, I also want to rewatch the other ones, because recently I've only seen the second one. And so like, I watched a recap of the first three before I watched the fourth, which it gave me an understanding of what was happening, but a lot of the main plots and stuff were brought up that I think were just over my head. I'd have to rewatch the first and the third Matrix to catch some of that stuff again.
Yeah.
So.
And then I've been listening to my regular podcast, the Burtcast, Joe Rogan, YMH, Your Mom's House with Tom Segura. And I want to say, because I know he's a regular listener, Tom Segura, congratulations on the new studio finally getting done. So
yeah, congrats, man. Yeah. I know you're listening to this podcast
right now.
He
is. You know he's a dedicated listener to this. So Tom, congrats on that. I know you've been waiting for a while to get that new studio up and running, and it looks good. I like it.
And I know you stayed under budget, so whatever you had extra, you should send our way. Yeah, yep. So since you were under budget a few thousand, you should send it our way.
Kick it our way so we can get ours built up. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably do pretty well with say $2,000 or $3,000.
Right.
Like, if you just send that.
I could make something pretty phenomenal for that, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But, and I got to give a shout out to Bewitched Banter, my friends from Indiana, Amy and Krista. Their podcast has been amazing lately, so been listening to that.
No.
That's a really good one.
Yeah, we need to talk to them soon.
Yeah, we're gonna get them on here hopefully within this month.
Nice.
But what I've been doing, and it's kind of really cool. What I did was I went back to Your Mom's House, Burtcast, and Joe Rogan.
Mm-hmm.
And while I was plowing and all that, I listened to their first 5 podcasts that they ever did. And it's so cool listening to those and like, hey, we're as good as that, or we're right about that. You know, we're just as good, if not better, than where they're at right now. Bert, you know what he started his podcast with? A shitty $20 mic and a Zoom H6 recorder.
So it's the same recorder.
Well,
or not the same.
Ours is a step better.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the same brand but different. Yeah.
We were bouncing between the H6 and the one that we have.
Yeah. Yep.
We said, well, let's just get the better of the two.
Yep. I mean, it wasn't that much more, was it?
No.
Yeah.
No, but I love our PodTrack P4. That's one of our best. I think that's the best equipment we've bought.
Yeah, for sure. That was a huge pickup.
This thing makes it sound so good, I think.
Yeah, hopefully they listen to this and want to be a sponsor.
Right? Yeah, I want to talk to Zoom. Zoom, if you're out there and you are listening, or if you work for Zoom, we'd love to have you guys sponsor this podcast because we love your products.
Yep. Yeah, it's a great way if you guys are looking to start a podcast. I recommend it.
Yeah, the PodTrack P4 has been awesome. It's been the best piece of equipment ever.
Yep. And you know how to work it way more than me. I know the idea of how to work it, but you're working it right now.
Yeah.
And I'm working my Bose headphones. So.
But yeah, I thought that was really cool listening to them and how shitty they all sounded. and like the things that I'm like, oh, you need to clean that up, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
things that I've learned through like the first 10 episodes of our podcast.
Yeah, now what is this?
20.
I think this is 24.
Yeah.
I think this is 24. I'm so bad at the numbers.
It's so crazy how many podcasts. Like, isn't it crazy that we're at 20? Like, remember when we were like, wait, we got to get to 1.
Yep. Yeah, we got to get the first one out. We got to get it
First one
out.
seemed like it was so far away.
Well, I know, because then we had to like think of what we were gonna buy. Like we didn't know about Zoom at the time, and so we're like, okay, well, we need to get equipment. We need to get mics. We were talking about getting a studio right away, and we're like, well, let's get the stuff we can afford.
Yeah.
And
we were gonna get a studio right off the get go. We need to get cameras.
Dude, we were talking about a chair before we were talking about mics. We're like, oh, I need to be comfy. I'm gonna get this skull, like this giant skull chair, so I look like I'm in a throne.
We should have videotaped our conversations and our freaking business meetings that we had in the beginning because they were freaking hilarious.
Yeah, but I'm definitely glad we're at where we're at.
Yeah, I think we're doing it right. I
think so.
So we're going in the right direction. We're sounding good.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think so.
What about you, man? What's your entertainment? What have you been?
Dude, I've been listening to and watching a lot of stuff. I've actually gotten back into. Do you remember Boy Meets World?
Yeah, I've seen every episode.
Dude, I've been watching Boy Meets World. I've gotten through a couple seasons now.
And
Eric, I love that. Yeah, and I think of Boy Meets World every time I watch Saw. Because one of the detectives in Saw, his name is Eric Matthews.
Oh.
I don't know if you ever caught that.
Yeah, I did.
I think of Boy Meets World every time I watch with him in it. Because that's, what's his name? Mark Wahlberg, or not Mark.
Donnie Wahlberg.
Donnie Wahlberg. Yeah, Donnie Wahlberg's character. So I think of that. But I've been watching Boy Meets World. I watched the movie Life, if you've ever seen that, with Eddie Murphy and
yep.
Yeah.
That was on Netflix, right?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. I can't think of the other guy's name right now. Super famous.
Matthew Lawrence.
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence.
Martin Lawrence, yep.
Right.
I've been watching the South Park COVID specials. Those are pretty funny. I watched Snowpiercer. Have you ever heard of Snowpiercer? That's on Netflix too.
I think so.
It's like a train movie, and they're like stuck on the train, and it's winter outside.
There's like a murder on the train, right?
Well, there's not a murder. That's a different movie, I think. But there's multiple murders on this train. Yeah, it's intense, but it's this guy that's trying to see this guy up front, and he's like trying to save everybody in the back, and it's nuts. Like the whole world has turned to winter, and the only people alive are like on Earth are on this train, and this train goes everywhere, but it's just like a giant loop around the Earth, and it's like that's how they tell a year, because they pass by the same things at the same time every year, if that makes sense. So they'll like know what time of year it is by what they're passing. Yeah. And then I also like went on Reddit. I saw this thing where they were comparing Snowpiercer, and they are saying how Snowpiercer is actually, this is like a thing that people are just speculating, but they're like saying Snowpiercer is the movie that's supposed to come after Willy Wonka, and they like do all of these comparisons between the two movies.
I love how when they connect those things.
Yeah, and you're like, what? That makes sense. Like, what is going on here? And like, just the conspiracy theories that people put together between these movies is pretty fun to watch sometimes.
Do you want to hear the conspiracy theory that I heard that kind of blew my mind this week?
Sure.
So it's kind of about reincarnation.
Okay.
You know how when everybody like almost dies, they're like a tunnel of light?
Yeah, yep.
They're saying, this guy was saying, what if that tunnel of light is actually you being reborn and you're coming out of the birth canal?
Oh, there you go.
And you spend the first year of your life as a baby forgetting about your past life, and you go on to live your other life. And then when you have little glimpses of deja vu,
Mm-hmm.
Those are glimpses from your previous life.
Interesting. But how come, like, if it's deja vu, if it's from your previous, I guess it could be. But, like, because I get deja vu sometimes and you're, like, at Target. And you're, like, if you were in a past life, like, most likely there wasn't a Target. You know, like.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just recently died and then within, like, maybe you were in that store already before or something like that.
It's an interesting concept for sure. That's something to think about.
And then he goes, and those that come back from, like, the tunnel, like that they saw the tunnel, those are the babies that died at birth.
Oh.
So your life hasn't
dang.
ended over here yet.
So that's interesting. Damn.
And that's why you still remember the light and the tunnel and all that, but your life wasn't, you weren't done here, so that baby dies and you still live here.
Damn.
I was like, oh my God.
That's,
I was like, I thought it was a pretty cool theory. I was like,
It's an interesting theory for sure. That's crazy to think about. Because if you've ever seen that, then that you're just like, you got to live for two people now. You're like, well, that baby didn't make it, so now I got to live for me and that baby.
Right.
I have the power. It's like The Office. I have the power of a full human and a baby.
and a baby. So
I think he says and a fetus. It's funny. But I know some other stuff. I've been watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's always a go-to for me.
The new episodes are so good.
Yeah, I like the new episodes. I like the ones when they're in Ireland.
Yeah, they're freaking phenomenal.
Those are pretty funny. I have obviously listened to You Made It Weird, Working It Out with Mike Birbiglia. And I actually got back into Joe a little bit too. I've listened to a couple of Joe's episodes not recent episodes. They're actually in the past, but when he's talking to some doctors that know quite a bit about everything that's going on in today's world, and it's just kind of an interesting their take on everything.
Yeah,
so that was cool.
I haven't looked at his numbers lately. I wonder how his numbers are doing now that he switched over to Spotify.
Oh, I bet they're still doing pretty good.
Yeah, I'm sure he's doing fine. I mean, he's probably making a living.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's probably still in the millions.
Yeah, right.
But another thing that I recently watched, I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's Bo Burnham's TV show that he did called Zach Stone.
No.
But yeah, Zach Stone is going to be famous, and so it's an interesting concept because he's a teenager. I think he's 18, and his entire life is dedicated to being famous. And so he's just an 18-year-old that hires a film crew to follow him and his every move. And so each episode, I think there's like 12 episodes now on Netflix. I think it's only one season, but I think that's all they filmed actually was one season. But each episode is like him being famous in a different way because he doesn't know what he's going to be famous for, but he knows he wants to be famous. And so like there's one episode where he's going to be a famous actor, one where he's going to be a famous chef, one where he's going to like everything is just over the top. It's pretty funny. Like just him trying to be famous, but he doesn't know what he wants to be famous for.
Sounds good though.
So
what's that on?
Yeah, it's Netflix. It's actually a brand new thing on Netflix that I just saw like within the last week, and I've already watched all of the episodes.
Oh wow, binged it, huh?
Yeah, I just binged it. I was just like, you know what? I'll watch it. I love Bo Burnham. Like anything Bo Burnham does, I'm gonna watch. So I actually was thinking before this came out on Netflix, I was actually thinking about getting the DVDs, but I either couldn't find them or they were too expensive for what I wanted to pay. But
nice.
Mm-hmm.
Next segment?
Yeah, sure. What's our next one? I think it's
Marry, Fuck, Kill?
Yeah, yep. That's what I was gonna say.
What's Marry, Fuck, Kill? What do we do there?
So Marry, Fuck, Kill, it's just like the game that everybody plays or most people play at parties and stuff like that, where you pick 3 things or 3 people and you have to decide what you're gonna marry, what you're gonna fuck, and what you're gonna kill. And you have to answer as honestly as possible. I know we've had some weird ones so far, and it's gonna be interesting moving forward and seeing what we pick today.
Nice.
So, do you want to start or should I?
I'll start.
Okay.
All right, my first one is Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer, or Joe Rogan.
Okay, I think
This one's tough for me.
it's tough for me too. I think I'm gonna. Joe just seems like a really, like, he is just the most authentic person I feel out of those three. Like, he's just himself. Like, he doesn't care. So I think I'm gonna marry Joe. Plus, I mean, I'll be well financially. I guess you'd be well financially with whoever you took out of those three.
Yeah, they're all
but
multi-millionaires.
I think Joe would take the best care of whoever he's with. So I'm gonna take Joe. I'll marry Joe. I think I'm gonna fuck Tom Segura.
You're killing Bert, huh?
I gotta kill Bert. I just,
You bastard.
I know he's your boy, but out of those three, he's not my boy out of those three.
Yeah, I hear you.
So,
I went so many ways with this because there was a scenario where I killed Bert too.
Oh, really? Okay.
But I think I'm gonna marry Bert because I think we'd have fun for the rest of our life.
Well, yeah, he's the guy that's gonna go out do all the crazy stuff.
Yeah,
so.
I think our personalities would just mesh so much more. But I'd have fun with Joe too because I'd love to go hunting with him.
Mm-hmm.
But
You see, when I'm married to Joe, I'm gonna go let him do all the hunting and bring me the meat.
I'm gonna probably fuck Joe because he's in the best shape out of all of them. And then I'm gonna have to kill Tom, and I hate killing Tom.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta do it. That's
because
the
there was a scenario where I'd marry Tom because he's actually got a business mind, and I think he could run things and help me run other things as well. And I think we could be good business partners and shit. And then I'd fuck.
I mean, that is a thing.
And then I'd fuck Rogan just because it's Rogan, and he's the one that's probably the best looking out of all the three of them.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna kill Bert, but I gotta marry Bert because Bert's my boy.
Yeah, he's your boy.
And then fuck Rogan. Goodbye, Tom. God.
I for sure had that for what you were gonna do.
But in my defense, Tom, I will kill you in a creative way just to make you laugh. Because I know he's into that sick, demented, kind of weird, crazy shit. So
you're still gonna make him happy.
Yeah, I'm gonna make him happy in his death day.
Yep.
All right, what's your?
My next one is your ex, your girlfriend. It doesn't have to be yours, but just an ex, a girlfriend, and a wife. I feel like this is an easy one for me.
I'd probably still stay married to the wife.
Yep.
I'd fuck an ex and kill a girlfriend.
Ooh, interesting. I went the opposite way. I just went right down the line. I'm gonna marry my wife because there's a reason I married her. Right. Obviously, you would hope. I'm gonna fuck the girlfriend and I'm gonna kill the ex because there's a reason why you're.
It's very creative.
I know. I didn't get creative with this one. I just went straight. I'm a straight shooter on this one.
Nice. All right, I'm gonna make this one really hard on you.
Okay.
Disc golf, comedy, and bowling.
Oh, you bastard.
Right?
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Because I would definitely, a year ago, would have had a different answer, I bet. Because I just got into disc golf, so I would have changed it. I've always loved comedy, and gosh, dang. Why don't you go first? I'll let you go first.
I'm going to marry comedy, fuck bowling and kill disc golf.
Yeah, that makes sense for you.
Well, with the way my body is, I think I got maybe 20 years of disc golf left in me.
You think you can bowl for longer than that?
Yeah, I think I can bowl till the day I die.
Dang. I actually feel the opposite. I feel like I can throw a discs longer than I could bowl, because bowling balls are way heavier than discs.
Yeah, but it's natural motion.
Yeah.
My body, when we go disc golfing and I got to throw a forehand, or occasionally if I overextend on a backhand, I'm hurting the next day.
Dang. That's crazy.
I mean, you've seen me.
No, I've definitely seen that, but like at tournaments and stuff, like there's people, like I've seen a guy in his 60s at these tournaments.
That's 20, 30 years, like I said.
I know, but
I've seen 90-year-olds bowl.
Yeah. Plus, you can use a ramp.
Yeah, that too.
That's true. Man, I don't know. I love bowling. I love disc golf, and I love comedy. If I'm gonna be honest, like I can tell jokes anywhere, and I don't necessarily have to do it in front of a crowd. Like I can just do it with family and friends. But I love that I'd be able to play disc golf and bowl for the rest of my life. Comedy I can still do for the rest of my life too. But I don't have to do it on stage. I can just do it with family and friends. So I'm going to kill comedy.
Yeah, but if you're killing comedy, that means no comedy. Zero. Zip, zilch, not even friends, family.
I can't even tell jokes to friends and family.
No, you're killing comedy out of your life.
Come on.
You can't even watch a freaking comedy movie, man. That's what makes this tough.
I can't even watch a movie.
Comedy is out of your life forever, completely. That whole genre, everything.
I can't get rid of comedy.
I knew I made this hard for you.
Well, if that's the case, comedy's got to stay in. I don't know if... I'm going to marry disc golf.
Wow.
I know it's still... I know it's still new in my life, but it's... There's something special there. I like it.
You're marrying a girl after a freaking less than a year of dating, huh?
Oh, it's over a year. It's been a year and 3 months.
Nice.
It's about time.
Okay. So who you killing? You're killing bowling?
I think I'm going to have to kill bowling. I love bowling, and I'm going to bowl the rest of my life. I don't do it as often right now.
I like how
I
feel like you're
still
breaking
gonna
up
do
with
it.
bowling. Like, it's not you,
I'm
it's
not,
me.
Yeah, I'm not breaking up with bowling. It's just I haven't had a whole lot of opportunity to do it lately. So.
All right. So what's yours?
Yeah. For that, and this is just currently, because it could change. But right now I'm marrying the disc golf. I'm going to fuck the comedy. And, because it's also fun to fuck comedy.
Right.
It's just, it's comedic right there.
Right.
And then I'll kill bowling. So.
All right.
Okay. My next one is a boss, an employee, and a client. Or like a customer or whatever you want to call it.
I'm going to marry a customer.
Ooh, you are dedicated to customers.
Some of them can be hot. I'm going to fuck the boss, kill an employee.
Just to get the promotion.
Fuck the promotion. Just to fuck them. Be like, here, you take it once. You fucked me enough. I'm going to fuck you back.
I guess that's
I can't say it. I love my bosses. Like, I haven't had any bad bosses, but
yeah,
I've
never
going
had
off of a traditional shitty boss.
Yeah, yep. And I've never had a bad boss either, so I think I'm gonna fuck the boss. And I don't even need the promotion. I'm just gonna do it.
I'll just do it for you, just because.
Yeah. I don't know about the rest. Maybe I'll marry the boss.
There you go.
I think I'm going to marry the boss. I'm going to marry the boss. I mean, you're not supposed. I don't want to like marry the boss and then make the boss upset by sleeping with somebody that is employed there. So I'm gonna kill the employee, and then I'll fuck the client because that way the boss doesn't necessarily know about it. Like I can maybe get away with it.
There you go.
So, because if I do it with the employee, like I'm gonna see him every day, like that's
Right.
It's gonna be awkward with me and the boss.
I hear you.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna marry the boss, fuck the employee, kill the client, or opposite. Marry the boss, kill the employee, and fuck the client.
Okay. My next one is breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Dang. Okay, I'm gonna kill breakfast because I don't eat breakfast.
You are fucking insane.
I don't eat breakfast a lot. I love breakfast food, but I don't need it. I could live without it.
No more bacon.
So I'm gonna kill. I can still eat bacon.
No, that's breakfast
there's bacon,
food, man.
No, there's bacon cheeseburgers out there.
Okay.
I can have that for lunch and dinner.
Okay.
And you can have breakfast for lunch and dinner too. Or not really lunch. I guess it's brunch. Anyways, I'm going to marry dinner.
Okay.
Or supper or whatever you want to call it, because I call it both. I'm going to marry supper and dinner, and I'm going to fuck lunch.
Okay.
Because lunch can be fun, but at the same time, I don't know. I'd rather have my biggest meal at dinner or supper.
All right. I am marrying breakfast. Because I love waking up and having a good breakfast. Doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, I love it. And I am going to fuck up dinner. And I'm going to... I could go without lunch for the rest of my life, to be honest.
If you ate your breakfast and your dinner?
Yep. So,
yeah, I just haven't lunch. Yeah, I haven't really ever been a breakfast person. Like, I'll eat it every now and then, especially like if it's like a prepared breakfast, then I'll definitely eat it. Right. But like if I'm on my own and I have to eat cereal or Pop-Tarts or whatever, like take it or leave it.
I love cereal. Like I'll eat a serving bowl of cereal. Like a box of cereal lasts me maybe 2 meals.
Yeah. Because you're taking seconds and thirds and.
No, I'm just having one giant bowl.
Oh, I gotcha.
The next day having another giant bowl and the box is empty.
Yep. There you go.
So, all right, what's your last one?
That was my last one. I started.
Oh, okay. All right, so what's our next segment?
We're going to do Love It or Hate It. So we're going to talk about stuff. We're going to each come up with 3 different things and each say if we love it or we hate it. And you have to choose. Like if it's something that you like but you don't love, again, you got to either choose if you love it or hate it. It's one or the other. So.
You want me to go first or you?
Doesn't matter.
All right. My first one is smart cars.
Smart cars. That's tough. Like I like smart cars, but I don't love them. Like, so what do you mean by smart cars? Like, is it
like a smart car? A small little fuel efficient car.
Okay. Because like when I picture a smart car, I'm thinking like the real tiny, like they almost look like a toy type car,
like a little tennis shoe with wheels.
Yeah. Okay. If that's the case, I'm gonna say, because I want one, just because of how fuel efficient it is.
Yeah, they go forever, like 80 miles a gallon.
Yeah, so I want to say love it because of that, but at the same time, it's not gonna be my main car ever. So I can't really say I love it. I'm gonna say hate it.
I went with love it. Like I would love to have that as my daily.
As your daily?
Frick yeah.
I don't know if I would use it as a daily. I would use it as a.
I drive a ton, so that gas mileage would be freaking phenomenal.
Plus, I mean, you don't really need to bring anything with you, too.
No, not for a daily.
Yeah. Unless you gotta stop for groceries.
Yeah, front seat.
That's not a lot of groceries. Anyways, I'm going to say hate it just because I would only use it for like road trips. And even then, it's tough because you want to bring a lot of stuff on a road trip. So
I would never use
I'm
it
gonna,
for a road trip, but a daily would be
nah,
perfect.
I'm going to say hate it because I don't drive a whole lot. And even if I got something new, I still wouldn't have to drive a lot.
Yeah. All right.
So I'm going to say hate it.
What's your first one?
My first one is stuffed animals.
That's tough. I'm gonna say I love one, and I'll hate the rest.
You only have one that you love?
Yeah, you always have your favorite stuffed animal, and the rest of them can just kind of fuck off, Like, I don't need you. Get out of here. So,
what is your favorite stuffed animal?
well, I've had a teddy bear since I was a baby.
Yeah.
That's
did you name him or her?
Mr. Snuggles.
Mr. Snuggles, nice. I like Mr. Snuggles. Have I ever seen Mr. Snuggles?
I don't think so.
I
don't think I have him. I don't sleep with him or anything like that. But
yeah,
I think he's in a box, put away.
Oh, I gotcha. I said love it too. I love stuffed animals. I have a few, but my favorite is Ricky the raccoon. That's who I have.
Nice.
Yep. I always keep him in every time I get my Christmas stuff out. I got like a Wacko from Animaniacs. I have a Wacko stocking.
Nice.
And I always put him in there. And right now he's protecting my change over there. He's looking at me.
Nice.
But I said love it for stuffed animals.
Okay. Sunglasses.
I love them when I need them, but I don't need them super often. I'm going to say I love them just because when you need them. Like, they are a necessity sometimes. So I'm going to say love them.
I said hate them.
Really?
I can't ever find a pair that I look good in. And then when I do find them, I always lose them.
Oh,
so they do nothing but piss me off. When I actually do find a pair that I think I look good in, I never freaking keep them longer than like 2 months because I freaking lose them or they break or something like that.
Yeah.
So I freaking hate them. It pisses me off.
I've never really had that problem. I have some cheapos, and I don't really have. I think the most expensive pair of sunglasses that I've ever bought were like $20. And I'm pretty sure I still have them somewhere. Like, I have probably 4 or 5 pairs laying around sporadically. I have one that I always keep in my disc golf bag for sure. And then I always have one in my car just for driving because I don't like driving with blinding sun.
There you go.
So with those two alone, that's why I love them. All right, my next one is long drives.
I love them. I love the adventure of a long drive.
I love long drives too. Whether it be on a road trip, whether it just be driving from Cloquet to the cities, like, I love them. Like, there are times where I don't like it because, like, I just want to get to my destination.
Right.
But for the most part, it's just relaxing. You get to listen to podcasts or music or whatever, really. So I've listened to football games like
right
a couple times, especially like during the season, which is pretty nice. So I love it.
Yeah, me too. All right. Flip-flops.
Flip-flops, I got to say I love them because when you need them, they're always there. Sometimes you lose them, but I mean, I don't remember the last time I lost a flip-flop. They do sometimes break, though. That part sucks. Like when you're playing a sport or something and all of a sudden
flat tire just sucks.
Oh, that's a no-go for me. I don't like that. But I'll say love it in general.
Yeah, I love flip-flops. That's my summer shoe.
Yeah, for sure. I'll wear flip-flops almost anywhere in the summer.
Yeah, same.
My last one is coffee.
I like coffee, but if it's gone, it's gone. I'm okay with it. I don't drink it on the daily, but it's nice every
Yeah,
once in a while. So I'm gonna go hate it as much as I don't want to, but I'm gonna say hate.
yeah. I, for most of my life, would say hate it. But recently, I've been really into coffee, and there have been a couple of days where I've never had this feeling before the last few months where I feel like I needed coffee. And so I'm going to say love it just because it's right now. Like
Right.
I'm just trying to go based off of how I'm feeling at the moment. And like, I wouldn't have it at night, but, um, in the morning, I'm probably going to have a cup of coffee because it's just something that I've been doing lately. So,
There you go.
but I do
I
have to
get
have
it.
a
I
lot of,
definitely get it.
I, I have to have it with a lot of creamer. So technically, I would say hate it if there's no creamer. I'm not going to drink the coffee. But if there's creamer and it's delicious creamer, I'm drinking it.
I'm okay without the creamer. I mean, I prefer a little bit of cream, but I gotta have sugar.
Okay.
I,
I,
if I
I, I could take sugar. I get sugar everywhere else. So
if it doesn't have sugar, I don't really.
yeah, I'm drinking a Code Red right now. So I'm getting my
Yeah,
sugar now. I don't need it
yeah.
in my
You
coffee.
you freaking your body's full of sugar.
Hmm.
So
Sugar is my number one food intake.
yeah, it's your main food group.
Yep.
All right. So what's
Sweet.
our next segment?
I think our next one is Roddy or Vandy, where we go through and say who we think is most likely to do the thing or a person, place, thing, anything like that, and we just see who we're gonna pick.
All right.
I described that really badly,
Yeah,
but
they'll figure
I
it
feel
out.
like people understand it.
You go first this time.
Okay, who is most likely to embarrass themselves in front of their crush?
Um, I'm gonna say me because I don't think you'll notice when you should be embarrassed. Because you'll do something that's embarrassing, and I'll be like, "Oh, did he really just do that?" And you don't get embarrassed. Your embarrassment doesn't happen until after you get home.
That's very true. I did say me because of the stuff that I do, but I'm actually going to say you now because I don't get embarrassed in the moment.
No,
I get embarrassed after the fact that I'm like, oh, wait, I
yeah.
maybe
Once,
shouldn't have done
yeah. When we
that.
get back to the house and I go, I can't believe you did that. And you're like, was it bad? I go, I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, you're just like, yeah, but you maybe could have done that differently. And I'm like, oh, well, maybe I could have,
Yeah. Then you
but
start thinking about it, and then you start getting embarrassed, and then you start breaking it down. Like, I probably shouldn't have done that, huh? And I'm like,
oh yeah, there's definitely times like even during the podcast where afterwards we're talking and you're like, hey, did you notice this? I'm like,
was it bad?
no, but now I do.
Yeah. You'll look back and you're like, you're right. I did do a lot of that.
Yeah, and I'll be like, well, it's already out there, so
Yep. So I definitely would say me. I'd get embarrassed first.
yeah, I'm gonna say that like in the moment you're gonna get embarrassed. I'm gonna be more embarrassed after the fact.
Yeah.
Like there's still times where I'm thinking about something and it happened years ago and I'm like, oh wait, maybe I should be embarrassed about that. Oh well.
All right. Who is more likely to drive an electric car?
I said me, but after our conversation, I'm gonna say you. I
Yeah.
feel like you would drive an electric car prior to me driving an electric car.
I would have multiple cars, but I would love an electric car.
Yeah, I mean, I
The electric car. I've been looking into them really hard lately, and I'm like, God, an electric car would be so badass to not have to pay for gas and all. Like I drive so much.
yeah, and that's actually because you said that earlier in the episode. That's why I would say you would get it before me because you do so much more driving.
So yeah, I said me.
I'll say you too. I'm changing what I had written.
I think I've changed it twice now.
Yeah, you have. Out of two, that's pretty good.
All right, what's your next one?
All right, who is most likely to end world hunger?
I said you.
I said both of us because I feel like I don't know. I feel like I don't know why I said it. Maybe I just couldn't come up with an answer.
It reminds me of John Panette's one bit. Got a knock on my door the other day, and the guy goes, "Here, I'm here to talk about world hunger. I've been here all day, pal."
That's funny.
It makes me laugh every time. His jokes are so good.
Yeah.
I've been here all day, pal. All right. I haven't ate anything.
But yeah, I'm gonna say both of us just because like I feel like if we were to like put our minds to it, I feel like we'd be able to
we'd
maybe
do something
together.
together.
I feel like maybe more people should try to look into that.
Right.
I feel like it's a pretty big problem.
Yeah, I don't go hungry. They shouldn't either.
That's one way to look at it.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So, all right. Who's more likely to buy the new Xbox?
In years past, I would have said Roddy, but I'm going to say Vandy now because I feel like,
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I'm happy with the consoles I have, and I have the PlayStation 4 is better than my Xbox One. I use the Xbox One every day to watch movies in my room, but I will play games on the PlayStation. So if I were to buy the new Xbox, it would.
I tried to get you to be a PlayStation guy for so many years, and now you are one.
I am. I feel like I'm more of a PlayStation guy than you.
Oh, I don't think so.
You play it quite a bit.
Yeah.
I don't play it a ton.
That's all I have.
Yeah, I've played the Switch the most lately.
Mikey got a Switch for Christmas.
Oh, nice. That's cool. Dude, it's so fun. Like there's so many games that
looks so much fun.
Dude, it's worth it in my opinion. Like I've gotten so many games like I have what's it called? It's like the old Pokemon game that you can play, but it's like totally upgraded. So it's like I think they said it's like the yellow version on the Game Boy when we were kids.
Yep.
And I've gotten all of the badges now. It took me a while, but I got all the badges on that one. I've been playing a lot of Mario, whether it be Mario Party, Mario Kart, Mario Odyssey. I guess those are the only three that I've been playing. I have Super Smash Brothers. I've been playing that I think I've only played that once, but it's just like the other game on the N64, but with a million more places to fight and a million more characters to fight with. So that's pretty neat. I got that, you gave me the Mortal Kombat game.
Yep.
So I've been playing that a little bit. I think
fun.
I played it once or twice. I think it was once, but I played it like a decent amount. Man, what else do I have? I got a Harry Potter one from Josh and Shan, and I've been playing that a little bit. That's actually really fun. It's like a Harry Potter Lego.
Oh, nice.
So that's why I brought up the Harry Potter Hogwarts Lego set, because I think that'd be really fun to build. But I don't know where to put it, so that's why I don't want to get it.
That's the other thing about those. Like, where do you put it after you get done building? Because those things are huge, some of them.
Yeah, and so my idea if I were to get the big Lego set is I want something that would be ginormous. Like that thing I think is like 6,000 pieces, so that would take forever to build. So I think I want to go a little less pieces, but still decently sized, but something that I can like rebuild every year. So I'll build it for like another one I was looking at is a haunted mansion. I thought that'd be really cool for Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, like build it every October at the beginning of October, keep it for the month, or maybe even go like at the end of September or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And keep it for the month of October, and then tear it down and rebuild it next year.
There you go.
So that was one idea that I had, but I just thought that'd be cool, just something that you can build up and tear down, and then just keep separate and keep it in like your your decorations or whatever.
Yeah. I get it. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Especially since I'm a kid at heart, and I would love that.
I said you with the Xbox because I don't even know what the new one is.
I think it's...
Xbox
I can't remember what
X?
it's called. I can picture it in my head what it looks like. It's not the Xbox One, or maybe it is. Maybe it's just a...
It's an Xbox X, isn't it, or something?
It might be.
I don't know. I don't even know.
I'm looking it up right now. New Xbox. Series X, yep.
Dang, I did know. I said you because I've never...
Dang, that thing is expensive.
So's the PS5, man.
Dude, it's like $760.
Mm-hmm. They're hard to find.
Yeah, just like the PlayStation 5. I was thinking about maybe looking into the PlayStation 5, and then after I found out the price and that you can't buy it anywhere, I'm like, I'm going other routes for now.
I'm gonna wait another year.
Yeah, wait another year and it'll be good.
$300.
Yeah, I'm gonna play my Switch for a while, get that up and running, maybe play with my new drone once it comes in.
Yeah.
Play some disc golf with my new rangefinder. So I'll play with all my more recent expensive purchases, and then maybe think about that down the road.
All right, what's your last one?
All right, who is most likely to fake their death?
I said me.
I said Vandy as well. I don't think I would ever do. I wouldn't go to that length. I don't think, to fake my own death.
Once I get so Once I get so rich and famous, I'm gonna be like, all right, time for you guys to leave me alone.
Yeah, and then you want to go back to what life was like. Yeah, what life is like now.
Right.
All right, what's your last one?
All right. Who is more likely to become a millionaire?
I said Vandy.
I said Vandy as well.
Because I feel like you want it more than me.
Yes.
Yep. You want to be rich and famous. I
don't know about rich and famous, but I think I care about the money aspect a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah. And as long as I'm happy and I'm able to do the things that I want to do with what I have, and if I can pay rent and or a mortgage maybe someday down the road, that's all I need to do. I want to be able to pay my bills and do fun stuff every now and then.
And I think the reason I care about it more is because I have a kid.
Yeah, for sure. That's a huge aspect because I don't have that, and I don't have any plans right now to do that. So, I mean, I should maybe work on the girlfriend aspect first if I'm looking to do that, and I haven't really
tried today
pursued that. I've been on dates and stuff. Like I was on a date earlier today, but we'll see where everything goes from here, I guess. Huh?
There you go.
I'm not too worried to jump into anything though. So
I'm not too worried about you either.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You're welcome, buddy. All
right. Should we get into our last segment?
Yep.
So, what is our last segment?
Would you rather?
Would I rather what?
We're going to name two things, and you got to pick which one would you rather do, or rather be, or rather want, or rather this, or rather that.
I'd rather want.
There you go.
That's my answer. Is that a good answer?
It's a good answer for me. I'll start.
Okay, well let's get into our comedian then, if that's.
Oh.
Just kidding.
All right. Would you rather be good at hunting, or would you rather be good at fishing?
I'd rather be good at hunting.
Yeah, me too.
I don't do either of them really at all. Like I will, like, if somebody were to invite me, I would maybe like participate for a while, but I don't want to like do an entire weekend of it, you know?
Right.
I'd rather go do that and then go back to the cabin or wherever we're staying and then do stuff there. Play games, board games and stuff like that. That's what I would be most interested in.
Yeah.
And then hunting would just kind of be like oh yeah, we're also hunting. But I think I'd rather be a good hunter than a good fisher. Even though I feel like in my past I've done more fishing than I have hunting.
I went with hunting as well, but that's because I love to fish. I absolutely love fishing, but I don't like to eat fish. So I'd rather
That's another, yeah.
I'd rather be a better hunter than a fisherman.
That's another huge aspect for me. Just watching, because every now and then I'll watch like the hunting shows on Netflix and stuff. Like if we're just sitting on the couch, like Josh and Chan love that like hunting show. Is it
Maneater?
what's it called? Yeah, Maneater.
It's Joe Rogan.
They love that.
He's on Joe Rogan all the time.
Oh yeah, yep. So like I'll watch that with them, and it seems really interesting. Like some of the stuff they hunt for, and then they show how to cook it and all this stuff.
That's one thing good about his show is he shows people how to cook it and how he cooks it. And
yeah, and it looks amazing afterwards. And I would love to do it, but I'd love to, but at the same time, there's other stuff that I'm more interested in.
Okay.
So, but would you rather be able to teleport anywhere or be able to read minds?
I'd rather read minds.
Okay. You want to like be able, like, why would you rather do that?
I think it'd be more beneficial.
Yeah.
I think I can get away with more things.
Well, yeah, because then you'd know how people are, like how you're being perceived at any given moment.
Yeah. Yep.
That's an interesting way to
gambling would be a lot easier. All kinds of stuff.
Playing poker would be you'd win every time.
Right, and how the girl feels about me.
Yeah.
Everything would be a lot easier.
I like those points.
Teleporting, I can always travel.
Yeah. I went the opposite. I would rather teleport because it's going to save you time.
Right.
I'm going to be able to go anywhere at any time, and that'd be really cool. It'd be really cool to read minds too, but I'm going to have more fun teleporting places.
Oh, I'm going to have more fun reading your mind.
Reading my mind?
Yeah.
I don't know. I say a lot of the stuff that's on my mind, so I feel like, I don't know, maybe I have something that I have something right now that I'm not saying.
I know. I'd fuck with you all the time. I'd fuck with you all the time. I'd say the shit that you were about to say before you said it just to piss you off. Like, God
that'd be awesome. Well, you wouldn't even need me you would just have to like hang out with me for a little bit, and you'd be like, okay, I got our next podcast set.
Just sit there and think, buddy.
Yep.
So, all right.
And I wouldn't have to do any. You guys wouldn't have to listen to my voice ever. I think you guys would love that.
All right. Would you rather do stand-up comedy or play disc golf?
Well, I went with disc golf, but the reason I went with disc golf is because I know I do it more often, but I like the fact that I'll be able to disc golf longer. Like, not only like in the day, but I'll be able to disc golf longer in my life. So I'd like to go out and practice more often. Like for a stand up, like you're going to have sets here and there, and they're very short for the most part, or at least in the beginning. And so I feel like I'd rather do disc golf just because I like having fun. I like playing games and doing all that stuff. And I do love my jokes and I love doing stand up, but I don't know. I think I'm leaning towards disc golf.
Okay.
How about you?
Stand up comedy.
I figured, yeah.
I do love disc golf. Don't get me wrong. It's just I have so many other hobbies and shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay. Well, what if I switched it up? Because I know you have a lot of other hobbies. Would you rather do stand-up comedy or bowl?
Stand-up comedy.
Okay. Nice.
All right.
How about stand-up comedy or ball golf?
Stand-up comedy.
Ooh, okay. That one actually kind of surprised me because I know you love being out on the.
I love golfing, but I love being on stage with a mic in my hand.
Yeah.
I think I found out that that's one of my main loves, man. Just
I feel
Having
like you're
attention.
you're becoming more into it than I've ever seen you.
Yeah. I've been doing it quite a bit lately.
That's good.
So.
I have not.
All right.
All right. Would you rather be famous but ridiculed, or just be a normal person?
Famous and ridiculed. I think I'm going to be ridiculed if I ever do become famous. So, famous and ridiculed.
Yeah. So you just rather get to that point and
Get it over
you just
with.
know it's already going to happen. Yeah.
It's going to happen eventually. I piss off enough people, I think.
So you just think it's inevitable?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Whatever.
I went the opposite route. I just said a normal person.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's definitely pros to maybe being famous, but the pros aren't like I just don't feel like they're going to outweigh some of the cons. Like, I don't want to be ridiculed. Like, I'd rather just be me and be happy and not have people yelling at me for doing something that I did. or presumably
if I'm rich
did.
and famous, though, I think I'm going to actually like people yelling and ridiculing me. I think it's going to be funny. That's going to be
it's
going to be my entertainment, I think.
Yeah. That's funny.
So, all right. Would you rather have a car or a truck?
I've never owned a truck. So I'm going to say car just because I drive long distances and trucks are not known for good gas mileage.
Right.
And I don't think I'd use a truck as often as a lot of other people that have trucks, obviously. Like, I don't have a whole lot of stuff to move, so I don't need a truck at this point in my life. Maybe down the road I'll have that, but right now I just need to get places. So I'm going to go car, even though I have an SUV right now, which is really nice because it's good for driving in conditions like snow and ice and stuff like that.
It gets pretty good gas mileage, doesn't it?
Yeah, it gets pretty good gas mileage. It's not like, I feel like my car got better gas mileage slightly.
Oh, really?
Little bit, but
nice.
Like nothing like too terrible.
Right.
So I'm happy with what I have now. Like, I love my vehicle now. So, especially now that I got new windshield wipers today,
Nice.
I'm all set. I'm good to go. I went like all out. I got the good windshield wipers. It cost me like 60 some bucks.
Jeez.
I know it was expensive, but that's another expensive purchase I had. But I got the good ones because the ones that I had, I actually like came with the car, and I bought the car like, was it last year? Did I buy the car a year ago? Yep. I think it was just over a year. Yeah, just over a year ago. And so those windshield wipers were not cutting it. And I bought them, and it was snowing when I bought them today. I put them on, and just my windshield was like a brand new windshield. I'm like, oh, maybe it was worse than I thought.
Yeah, it's crazy how new windshield wipers just make a world of difference.
Yeah, well, especially since like I hadn't bought windshield wipers for this car or for this vehicle, and so like I'm just like, you know what, this is a new vehicle for me, or like the newest vehicle I've ever had.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm gonna put some money into it and make it really nice, and I'm really glad I did.
Nice.
I'm going to see how long these windshield wipers last, because usually like I have to replace them a decent amount, like at least like usually less than a year. I'm hoping these ones will last a year. I don't know if that's normal or not, but it says 2 times longer than the other ones on the packaging. So we'll see.
I didn't know how to answer this one because if it's a new vehicle, I want a truck, and if it's a classic vehicle, probably go with a car.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
All right, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
I feel like you answered it.
But I think overall, I think I'd lean towards a truck. Because I wouldn't mind a classic car either. Or a classic truck.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, classic trucks look pretty sweet. Some of them.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Would you rather have a flying carpet or a car that can drive underwater?
I said a car driving underwater.
Okay. Why is that? Do you just
I think it'd be cool to see everything underwater.
like all the fishes? And
Yeah.
Would you drive it in the ocean?
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Dude, I'd be so nervous to drive it in the ocean.
Be pretty badass though.
That'd be really fun, but wow,
Giant whale.
if one of those creatures were to find a way to get in.
Yeah. So
I went with flying carpet because I think it'd be really fun to fly, and that's you could go anywhere. Like obviously you could go anywhere. Like you could actually go more places.
The world.
You could go anywhere in an when you're driving underwater. You can I feel like go more places, but flying carpet, I feel like I'm able to see what I want to see, and that's all I need.
Yeah, underwater you definitely wouldn't know where the hell you were going.
Yeah, there's no roads. I guess there's no roads on a flying carpet either. But I could follow them. I could see them.
Right. So, we're good that
I
time
can
of the
still
night?
use I think so. What time of the night are you talking about, though?
Dedication time, baby.
Dedication. Who are we dedicating to?
We're dedicating to a Minnesota guy.
Minnesota guy.
Chad.
I think I don't know. We've talked about him before.
A couple times, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
He's so funny.
You said who was it? I want to make sure everybody heard.
Chad Daniels.
Chad Daniels.
Very,
I love Chad.
Guy.
I love his stand up, especially in what's the movie? I always forget the name of the movie. With Tom, yeah.
I Need You to Kill.
Yes, that's the one where it's Tom, Chad, and I don't even remember the other guy now. I can picture him.
Somebody.
Pete. Yep. They're all like Minnesota, like they are all with the Minnesota company Acme.
Yep.
And the owner from Acme, and they travel to other countries and.
Well, he takes them across. Yeah, he takes them through Asia.
Yeah, through Asia. Yep, that's what it was.
They're trying to get comedy to grow out in Asia right now, or back then too.
Yep. Yeah, because that was like, when was that? I'm trying to look it up, but I can't find it.
It's a while ago. Let's see if I can pull his stuff up. Where is it?
Of course, my internet doesn't want to.
I Need You to Kill. It was released in 2017.
Was it really?
That's when it was released, but I think it was filmed a lot longer.
I'm trying to look that up. You Need to Kill, right? Is that what it was called?
I Need You to Kill.
Oh, I Need You to Kill.
He's done 3 films. As Is was in 2012. I Need You to Kill in 2017, and Dad Channels 2019.
Nice. Pete Lee. That's who the other guy was.
Pete Lee.
Yep.
It was it's on Amazon Prime if you guys want to watch it. It's actually really good.
Yeah, it was like early Tom. Like that's when he was like first getting into, or he was doing stand up, but like that's like when he was like getting to where he is today.
Yep.
Because right now, obviously, a lot of people know who he is. Especially, we talk about him a lot on here.
Yeah.
So if you don't know who he is, obviously go look him up. Because out of the 3, he's my favorite, and then the other 2 are really Tom. Tom's my favorite out of the 3.
I love Chad Daniels. I think he's great. I wish he'd blow up bigger than what he actually is.
Yeah, no, he deserves to be. And you said he just moved back to Minnesota recently.
Yep, he's originally from Fergus Falls.
Yeah, yep.
So, and I heard that he moved up by Duluth, but I don't know.
That'd be so cool. I might need to go. I might need to go on a Thursday night or two, see if maybe he shows up.
Maybe.
That'd be cool.
I'm surprised you haven't ran into what's that other guy that's up there? Dan Cummings.
Yeah,
because he's from up there too.
Yep. No, I haven't ran into anybody. I haven't really done, like I said, I haven't really done a whole lot stand up here. So I need to. I know you said you want to come do something. I would love to do it with you. I just
absolutely
haven't
he
taken the time.
Chad Daniels started his career at Acme. Did an open mic in 1998.
Dang. And that's how he ended up talking with the owner and getting on here. Getting on this movie.
So.
Yeah, he's got a lot of discographies too. Like just all of his stuff. Like 2 minutes for stale hacking.
Yeah.
Busy being awesome. You're the best. Natural selection. Footprints on the moon. Dad Channels. And how do you say that? 12th Night?
12th
there
Night, 800 pounds.
Yeah, that's his most recent.
Yeah, he hasn't done much TV though. I mean, live at Gotham in 2006, Comedy Central Presents in 2008, The Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien in 2009.
Conan O'Brien.
Tongue-tied. The Late Late Show with Craig Kilborn, The Bob and Tom Show, Conan, and The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson.
Yep.
Is the Craig Ferguson show still going? I don't think it is anymore, is it?
I don't think so.
Man, that was a good.
I feel like that was a very good show.
Yeah,
I love him.
So yeah, if you haven't seen or heard of Chad Daniels, go look him up. He's on a lot of TikTok. Like people use his comedy in TikTok a lot, and it makes me mad that they don't tag him. Or if you're gonna use a comedian in one of your videos, tag him.
I feel like you have to like that. I feel like
they don't though. People don't.
That's just stealing. You can't do that.
Well, you can with TikTok. TikTok's a different venture.
That's dumb.
Yeah. So
don't steal.
Right.
I'm the mom of the stupidest podcast. I'm telling you not to.
I don't care if you steal my soundbites. Just tag me.
Yeah, let me know that you're using it.
Give me the credit.
And if you make, I was gonna say, if you make money on it, give me a little bit.
I don't even give a shit if you give me money. Just give me the credit.
Yeah, that's true. Credit is more important than money.
So, yeah, go check him out. Look him up. Listen to his comedy. It's freaking hilarious. If you can go catch a show, man, if you could see Chad Daniels live, you're starting out pretty good with your comedy. Freaking.
Yep.
So, that's about all I got, man.
Same. Well, that was. I think that was good. We've got a lot of stuff out there for today. I feel like
it's a good episode.
We did good on time. What are we at time?
Almost 2.5, 2:20 according to this, but then I still got to edit and all that, so probably right around 2 hours.
Nice. It's not bad.
Go check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. What else?
Well, we got the website at www.thestupidestpodcast.com. Again, if you guys want to email us any questions you might have, anything like that, you can always reach out to us at thestupidestpodcast@gmail.com.
Like us, subscribe to us, and give us a rating. Send us some comments, but definitely give us a rating and all that. It helps a lot.
If you feel like you want to support us, you can also support Manscaped. Again, you get 20% off and free shipping if you go onto their website, manscaped.com, and put in the promo code STUPID20. Help us out, help them out. It'll help everybody. So,
yeah. All right. Have a good one.
Have a good one.